Well, one of the things that is a constant battle is you've got some damage out there in your field, whether it's wind damage or hail damage, and then it's to quantify the amount of the problem that you have within a field is just virtually impossible. And so oftentimes growers are in a big challenging battle, especially if they have insurance, with their insurance guy as to how many acres are affected. The really neat thing about this is you can get out into a field and very quickly you can establish what the amount of area is with the drawing tools. You can basically circle the areas that are affected, and then now we've got a quantifiable map that shows how much of the area is affected, what part of the area is affected, and then oftentimes you can actually get a better handle on what caused the problem, because a lot of times you'll see, okay, did we have a variety that fell down inadvertently, or did we have a strip of wind that came through this field and blew down not only this corn but trees and a barn as well? And so I think that that's one of the things that this is a powerful tool for growers to use, because bottom line is the information that this generates becomes powerful to save money or to make money in a lot of ways for the grower. And if the grower goes to the field and the insurance man knows where the corn is standing the best, he's going to gravitate towards that corner of the field when they go out and make the field inspections. And if the grower knows where the corn is standing the least, you can imagine where he's going to want to direct the field scouting effort towards. So it's really it's a neat tool. Also, it's a neat tool to track it, because a lot of times, especially in this particular case here, this was corn that had blown down early in the year when it was still young and it still had opportunity to stand back up straight. It just basically had root lodged in a heavy rain. And so we're able to track this and say, okay, this is what it looked like 2 weeks ago, but then we went back in and reevaluated and found out that 80% of it stood back up, and we should anticipate that when we make our sale of grain in the fall, based on what we see from this image, that we're going to have 80% of the potential of that field from when we plant it in the spring. So it's all just tools that a guy can use to either market better or manage the crop better, change next year's management scheme better. And so it's another piece of the pie that a guy can put in as far as how are we going to manage this data, how are we going to manage these acres on a square foot by square foot basis, so that at the end of the year, profitability is up.